Kuami Eugene drops the visuals for Odo Asem. Very important to take note that the theme of the song talks about the distance that lovers face when one has to travel outside the country to see greener pastures to help the family. And that distance, emotional distance, where you need some kind of emotional support, but because your spouse is not around you, you feel that distance. So that's what the theme of the song talks about, and we see it in the music video visuals, right? So that is the theme of the song. So we go into the visuals proper. The first thing to talk about is this kind of scene. Now this scene reminds me of the old film where we slot in disc to watch films, okay, in the 90s, late 90s, and yeah, late 90s, where we watch films. And it's giving me those kind of vibes where we don't have HD and 4K and 8K, that kind of vibe. Okay, so it's giving me that old vibe. Why? Because the genre of the music is important. Is high life, and high life brings us back to our roots as Ghanaians, the E.T. Menses and all that. So that's about it. The next important thing to take note is that in this shot, you see that Kuami Eugene is left on one side of the frame and the other side of the frame is empty, to go and portray and emphasize the fact that there's emptiness, there's distance, right? It's not just used, it's used to portray that there's emptiness and there's distance, emotional distance. And so that is about it. And suffice to say, let me just throw this one in, that this whole film, the location especially, reminds me of a program that we used to watch when we were kids called Greetings from Abroad, hosted by Nana Joa Awendo. In those days, you realize that, I think it was Fridays, where Friday evenings, and we sit behind the TV trying to see if the neighborhood, anybody who lives in the neighborhood and traveled outside, is just saying hi to us, and the feeling is great. I remember one time we had that experience. One neighbor just said, "Oh, hi to this, hi to that," and we're so excited. And so it reminds me of that. Yeah, so that's about it. Now, so the final thing is that you see Kuami Eugene in a ring. So to portray that this kind of emotional distance we're talking about is not just for boyfriend and girlfriend, it's about married couple, right? So it's about married couple. So in search of greener pastures, in search of the promise that they made to each other, that they want to make their family better, and one leaves the other. That's the consequence of it, okay? And it's not just about him, but he's advocating for people who have that kind of emotional distance because their spouses have left for greener pastures or for whatever reason, for educational purpose or whatever it is. Yeah, so that is what it means. So that's all for this exciting episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Kobiafo. Do all to stick and stay with me. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notification, and bye for now.